And I pulled these cards yesterday afternoon, but I wanted to take it to Astro and figure out what the real meaning was, because you've got money in reverse and vision backing it up. So you need to get a different vision. Your vision is wrong about money. So you think that this is real, this money here. You think it's real. You might even come in and rob me. Look at all this money. I got money everywhere. And yesterday, everyone thinking NESARA GESARA was going to be released. They're disappointed today. I've got two hangmans. I've got one in reverse. And Peter's crucifixion, number 12, upright. And they said, this is just that you need to get a new perspective. Your ego is running the show, and all you think about is money. And we said this the last few days. There's also a dark feminine involved, or it's your dark feminine side. Dark night of the soul is going to help you with this. We're talking to a masculine, a divine masculine. either your divine masculine side, or we're talking to a male about your ego, your money problem. Somebody has a major money problem. All you think about is money. Now, Astro was telling me that, see, in Astro, we don't have money or politics. So in Astro, it's a lot easier. Here, it's very hard. So the challenge, if we move forward, I've got two Five of Wands. I've got the Five of Wands as your ending. It's a challenge. You're knocking people out of the way to get what you want. People are falling on the ground. People are being hurt by you because you're just kicking everybody out of the way, trying to reach for whatever you're trying to reach for. You're trying to level up at the cost of others. You're doing a lot of competition, a lot of conflicts. You're using your challenges to excel, but you're hurting everybody in the way. And this is an illusion. It's a false illusion. You're focused way too much on pentacles, on money, and I heard you lost the love of your life, and you've also lost your future love because of your not listening. You know, I've been telling you this for years. Okay, and then we've got you and your loved ones are safe from St. Michael. So whoever is doubting that you're not protected. I want to talk about Peter's crucifixion too, because I took that into Astro, and Peter's crucifixion, you can look it up. He was hung upside down. A lot of females are males, and a lot of males are females. I know Peter very well in Astro and in physical, and things are not what they seem. But anybody that was doing evil, anybody that is doing this Hollywood bullshit stuff, if you know, you know. I'm not going to get into it, but they're all being gone. They're all being taken out. So it's crucifixion time for Peter. But we really need to get a new perspective on this, because there's two hanged man. It balances out. You do figure this out. But just like I said about waking up on July 5th, and there's no NESARA GESARA released. There's no 1-800 numbers released. You guys got to stop depending on that stuff. If it happens, it happens. If you look at your phone and you can go put your foreign currency into a revaluation, great. But if don't be sitting there every day believing that it's going to happen tomorrow. Just, it's like the lottery. You play the lottery, and if you win, you win. If you don't, you don't. So once again, your vision on money is off. Start going towards love. There's not one love card out here. This was a really wild reading. That's why I took it to Astro, because only thing out here is money and cat food. Money and cat food, right? Dark soul, your ego. Two hanged mans. One's in reverse. Divine masculine. Saint Michael saying your loved ones are safe. The moon card, the Luna card, and the ending is 2 5 of wands. And again, I'm drawn to that picture where you're just knocking everybody over to get what you want. Okay, we're going to do a whole nother reading. I'm going to put you up here. And we're going to go underneath the Queen. We're going to go underneath the Queen of Wands. And we're going to get a reading on the Queen of Wands. And why is your ego in the way? Because of the fact that all you can think about is money. All you can think about is pentacles. That's all I'm getting. I'm getting Pink Floyd, money, all the way. So make sure to look up the lyrics for that. Let's get a whole different reading, because that reading was really confusing. But it's not, How many of you are so into this quantum financial system? How many of you are so not into it, right? It's like black and white. You either totally are into it and you're checking your phone every 2 minutes, or you totally are not into it and think that all of them people are nuts. So it's like black and white. Can't we get back into living in the moment, living in the day, living in how can I make my creativity into funds so that I can move forward? How can I turn my money into cat food? How can I take care of more animals? Yeah, well, anyway, turn your music into #1 songs, not for money, but to help people when they're listening. Okay, so this new reading, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. That's equal give and take. So everything that I was saying while I was shuffling is this card. So you might want to rewind and listen to while I was shuffling. We want to go towards our 9 of Pentacles. Definitely. See, it's all about money, but we want to go about it in the right way. Instead of going about it in this way where we're knocking everybody out to get there, 9 of Pentacles was underneath that card, okay? So you want to go towards your 9 of Pentacles, but you want equal give and take. And then you've got the 5 of Wands 3 times, okay? So you've got the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands. 3 5 of Wands. 5s are change. Use your challenges to excel, level up, and competition and conflicts. And I just got done telling you how somebody, most of you, are using this the wrong way. Okay, so the angels got this Temperance card, but this is not the Temperance card. It's the Knight of Cups, but I felt totally that it was the Temperance card. So with the Knight of Cups, we have to go towards love and let the angels handle this. We want to go towards our 9 of Pentacles with equal give and take. So again, it's that Hanged Man in reverse, that Hanged Man upright. Have to get a new perspective on money. There's nothing wrong with money. It's just you're using it the wrong way. There's nothing wrong with the challenges and the competition. You're just using it the wrong way. So we have to get a whole new perspective on this. Helping others instead of stepping on others to get to the top. Okay? Now we've got Underneath the Nine of Pentacles, we've got the Nine of Wands. So if you can put that last post in on that fence and see what I'm saying and get the ego out of the way, you're going to succeed here. I've got 3 threes in a row with the 10 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands went to the 10 of Wands. So that's where you're changing your perspective. You're getting a new vision on this. And 3 threes are the outcome. So you want to look up 3, 3, 3. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands. So if you can take your Pentacles, your 3 of Pentacles, do your community work without stepping all over everybody, you're going to have this 3 of Swords removed, which is the heartbreak. And you're going to go into your 3 of Wands, which is community and emotions, is what I'm hearing from it. Doing it correctly. So again, the whole thing is you just have to change your perspective. How are you going to do that? You've got the Dark Night of the Soul and the Abundance card right after it. So how are you going to do that? You're going to go through the Dark Night of the Soul to get your abundance, your financial stability, but doing it through a creative water sign, emotions. You're going to do it through an emotional side, okay? Through creativity without stepping all over everybody else. All right, and then we're going to do a couple cards here from the Divine Masculine. They're telling you to use your intuition. I think we had that yesterday. We want you to use your intuition and figure out how to do this without cutting everybody else off. I keep hearing the same thing. Your ego got in the way. You've been looking at this money situation all wrong. A lot of you are very, very sad today that it didn't go the way everybody said it was going to go yesterday. And that shouldn't be. We shouldn't be waking up in the morning and worried about what the world is doing. We should be doing our own creativity. We should be writing our own songs, doing our own community projects. Yeah, I can really feel this energy. It's all about vision. It's all about perspective. Okay, I've got the Privileged Lady for the Divine Masculine. That's what you're supposed to be going towards. The Divine Masculine. Be on the outside looking in. And stay with the angels. So there's the angel card, the angelic frequencies. There it is, okay? And then we have divine opportunity. So your divine opportunity, Mr. Masculine, is not about your money. Maybe you were waiting for the money so that you could come in to your Privileged Lady. But what happened is you waited too long, and we've already flipped the script. And any of you that were going to come in with that idea, you're already too far behind us and we're already way ahead of you. So you've lost out. And that's for a lot of you, okay? A lot of you are on the outside looking in, and you're going to stay on the outside looking in because you messed up getting your Privileged Lady. Now, if you didn't mess up getting your Privileged Lady, and you went down the rabbit hole, and you went through that Dark Night of the Soul, you've been in hermit mode, you're doing really well, you're a spiritual warrior, and you're saying, fuck that system, I don't care that nothing happened with it, I'm my own self-made millionaire. And you've got your Emperor power going on. Good for you. 14:22 on the clock. Okay, so they're still praying for your spell work because there's the Emperor, and right after that is they're praying for spell work. So you just got to keep with God. Keep doing what you're doing. 144 on the clock. And we're going to do a couple more here. We've got Divine Love, the Magician card. Use your magic power. Go towards your Divine Love. Surrender and flow to this energy because it's fire and water. And what does water do? Water puts out the fire Keep your emotions in check. Water puts out the fire. Keep your emotions in check and keep moving forward. Very good ending if you can get a new perspective on money. Go towards divine love instead. And for any of you that were in that mode where you were waiting for something, waiting for the money, stepping on all these people to get to the top, you're actually going to go down that rabbit hole and stay there for a while. And we're all moving forward. And you're going to go through some awkward silences. So talk to your animal guides, but you're going to get through this and you're going to get a new privileged lady or man. You're going to get a new love. So that's good. All right. And then St. Michael says, be gentle with yourself. This was a rough reading. It was very hard for me to explain, but if you can dive deep into it, 14, I'm hearing, 16, 14. If you can go into the codes, if you can go deep into this, you're going to get your message and you're going to come out of this. And St. Michael says everything she just said, use your imagination and you will see the answer. Shield yourself going through this phase because you don't want to fall any more deeper backwards because of your money and ego problem. And you have not went through that dark night of the soul. So have confidence, keep positive, he's saying. And energy healing work is a must, and honor and trust your feelings. Okay, I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.